Well, and Mr. Kumar's topic, as you obviously know, is Amnesty International's report on the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, China. The report title is China Olympic Crackdown, 1 year left to fulfill human rights promises. And the report looks at the conditions of human rights in communist China and whether it has deteriorated since the Olympics were awarded to Beijing in 2001. It also revisits the promises to improve human rights given by Chinese officials when they were bidding for the Games. And the report also covers, among other issues, media freedom, re-education, and I put that in quotes, through labor camps. China is the world's leading executioner, internet censorship, and the targeting of lawyers and human rights defenders. After he speaks, Mr. Kumar will take your questions, and please let him know your name and affiliation when you ask them. And when you do have a question, if you'll give me a signal of some sort, I'll call on you in turn, as many of you as time permits. And finally, if you haven't already done so, as you leave, please add your name to the sign-in sheet outside. Thank you very much. Mr. Kumar.
Thank you very much. Amnesty International is extremely pleased to be here to present our report about human rights in China in the run-up to the Olympics. Before I start giving my presentation, I would like to thank Peter Hickman for organizing this press conference and also his past conferences he organized to promote and protect human rights around the world. Amnesty has been following human rights situation in China for several decades now. We have seen numerous human rights abuses, ranging from executions to imprisonment to torture, and also expelling North Korean refugees from China to North Korea. When Olympics process started, China applied to be one of their, to be considered as one of the contenders. And there are numerous countries that were bidding at that time in 2001. China did a very interesting thing. When they were bidding, they promised that if they win the Olympics, they will improve human rights. 3 senior officials repeatedly mentioned the commitment that they will improve human rights. So, in a nutshell, China linked human rights to Olympics. And now we are asking China to respect its promise that was given in 2001. So our call is to China is twofold. One is respect your word. If you are not going to respect what you have said, no one is going to believe you in the future. So respect your promise and start improving human rights in China. Amnesty International is focusing on 4 specific areas to have improvements in China before the Olympics takes place. Even though there are numerous abuses, we felt it's important that we are strategic in identifying areas where we can get some results within a year. And on that note, we are telling China and we are urging China that this 1 year is enough to make those changes. The 4 areas we have documented, or we are highlighting in our report, are re-education through labor, detention and abuse of human rights defenders, internet and media freedom, and last, death penalty. I'll go one by one. re-education through labor. We are extremely disturbed that China is rounding up more people now in the process of cleaning up Beijing and locking these individuals without any charge or trial in China at this moment. So our disturbance comes because China is actually increasing crackdown because of Olympics. Already, there are 250,000 people in these camps. These camps are the camps where a local police officer can send anyone up to 4 years for imprisonment. No accountability, no judicial process, no oversight of any source. So we are urging China to abolish this particular cruel system of re-education through labor detention center. While we are urging them to abolish it, China is doing just the reverse. They are using it to imprison more people who are voicing concerns about house demolition or internet freedom or 1989 Tiananmen Square crackdown and on and on. Number two issue are the human rights defenders. We have seen an increase after the bidding was given, after China was given the award, increase in arrest, detention, and abuse of human rights defenders. These are the human rights defenders who are the lawyers who are appearing for various individuals who have grievances. These are journalists and internet writers. These are human rights activists, even family members who have the courage to ask, where is my child who disappeared in 1989? So we have seen a disturbing trend of China using different laws to imprison human rights defenders. The new trend is house arrest. Just keep them in the house and say, don't leave it. The third issue is the issue of media freedom, where you all come into play. In this area, we have seen a slight improvement. China basically said they will allow complete freedom for foreign journalists to cover issues in China. So that we consider it as an improvement. So let China prove from now onwards they are actually giving free hand to the international journalists who are going to China to cover Olympics and other issues. So they have promised, and we hope they keep up the promise at least on that particular issue. On that area, I would like to highlight certain issues of concern. Number one, local journalists don't have that freedom, only the foreign journalists. So my question to international journalists are you going to keep quiet when your colleagues have been abused and imprisoned, where you are getting the free pass? Also, be careful in hiring any local journalist to help you out, because you will have complete freedom. They will be abused. They may not be abused during the time. After you leave the country, they are going to be in major trouble. Are you comfortable with that? This is the question we are asking the journalist. And also, your immunity or your freedom that was given to you, it's only up to and during the Olympics. Not 1 minute after the Olympics is over, your freedom